Okay, we're back. Roger Haldar will be breaking against Eric Heiland. This is the On the Hill Productions Fall 9-ball shootout at Brews and Q's on the Boulevard. These are races to 7, alternate break 9-ball. This is a third round winner's side match. Roger Haldar drew a bye and then defeated Rick Center. Eric Heiland defeated Kevin Zock and then defeated Josh Perkins. Roger's match with Rick Center was a 7-4 win. Eric Heiland beat Kevin Zock 7-5 and then beat Josh Perkins 7-1.
Table 9, Brian Jones, Dave Nangle. Table 9, Brian Jones, Dave Nangle. Table 12, Rafael DeBreo, Robert.
We are here with Roger Haldar and Eric Heiland. This is a very, very even match. Roger has been playing great as of late. I believe he finished second in one of our tournaments. He's finished second in one of them. I think top 6 in a couple other ones. He doesn't do anything flashy, but he's very, very, very consistent. And he plays the right shot. He loves... If he doesn't have a great shot, he will play safe, as you just saw in that 3. I personally like Eric in this match. Eric may not be as consistent as Roger. You pretty much always know what you're going to get with Roger. I think Eric has a little bit more firepower than Roger does. It's not a knock against either one of these players. This match could very easily go 7-6 in either one's favor. Right now, he's looking to thin off the 3 and seeing if he can put the cue ball right behind the 8 ball. Hit that ball pretty good and got it right where almost right where he wanted it. Now Eric does look like he... I don't think he can see. I don't think he's able to see the corner of the 3, but he can just shoot straight into the foot rail and come back and kick the 3. Now when you do that, of course, you're losing a lot of your control. You don't know exactly where the 3 is going to go. Is it going to hit off the 7? You don't know where the Q is going to go. Are you going to hit the 3 fat? Are you going to hit the 3 thin? Another very good shot by Roger, and that's what you will get from him. I don't really know. Is he going? Oh, he's trying to come 2 rails behind the 3 and kick it in the corner. That is a good shot by Eric. Very nice shot, Eric. Now, if Roger doesn't see a good safe, the 3-7 combo on the side is it's a pretty high percentage shot for to take, especially from players of this caliber. And when he hits it, considering he's on the rail, all he has to do is follow this up. He'll be actually end up being on the top side of the 3 and be able to shoot the 3 in the corner and come down for the 4. And Dave has been called away to his match, so I will be joined in the booth table with Rob Cord. Rob doesn't really have a nickname per se, so we can work on that. If anybody has any fun nickname for him, just go ahead and put it in the chat, and we can see if one sticks.
Go for it. I'm all about it. I've always wondered why I never came up with one, and I refuse to give myself one. So
yeah, it's pretty bad when you give yourself a
Right,
nickname
right.
like a who's the guy, the Baltimore Bullet? Oh, what is his name?
I'm not gonna say.
All right, so Roger made the 5, got a little short on the 6, and the only problem he's going to come with here, when he does cut the 6, he's going to cut it in the side.
Yeah, I think he's just gonna use the 9 just to stop the cue ball.
But if he tries to draw out of this, if he runs into the 9, he's scratching in the corner.
It's very possible.
Yeah.
It's gonna be important how he runs into the 9. I don't think he can slow roll this ball enough to keep it out of one of the corners or something.
I spin this ball with straight right.
In the side pocket?
Yeah. I think that's what he's going to end up doing. No, he's
using left. Extreme left. Well, he caught it full and he kind of hurt himself on that one. Not sure he needed to hit it that hard.
As a fan of hitting balls extremely hard, I even have to agree. I mean, that was more of a finesse shot than anything.
Pocket speed would have done just fine.
Yeah, because where the 8 ball was sitting, as long as you didn't end up on the side rail closest to the 8, you had a shot.
Exactly.
Yeah. Now this can actually be a 2-way shot.
Play both balls.
Yep. You cut the 8. Even if you end up overcutting the 8, the cue ball can come back down and make the 9, and the 8 ball will come back in the center of the head rail. Now, if you undercut it, you're in trouble.
Yeah, I would play to intentionally overcut this ball myself.
He undercut it.
That's why, right there. Make absolutely sure you undercut it and make it, one or the other.
Yeah. And I mean, he got a little lucky with the leave, but he hit that ball way too hard.
Yeah, it looks like he's just not comfortable yet.
No. That's how Rick Miller was in the match where he had to play Joe Wright. He just never looked comfortable. And this is the guy who ended up, what he beat? Tony, no, he didn't beat Tony. No, he did, I think. He beat Tony Long.
Oh, okay.
Reminder, everyone please needs to have their
Nah,
masks
that can't be
on
right.
if they're up walking around, standing. If you're not sitting, eating and drinking, you should have your mask on. Over your nose as well.
Yeah, no, I was wrong about that. I think it was Rick Miller.
That's what you said. He beat Scott.
Rick beat Scott Haas. So yeah. Brandon Schuff ended up beating Tony Long, and then Tony Long ended up getting knocked out on the loser side.
Does that say Rick Miller beat Scott Haas 7-3?
Yes.
Interesting.
He overcut it and scratched.
Interesting.
All right, so Roger's going to go up 1-0.
Early game jitters from both of these guys.
So how are you doing in the tournament so far?
Pretty well. I won my first two. Not the hardest draw in the world, not the easiest draw. But
Sometimes the easiest draws are the hardest draws.
that can be true.
Yeah, because you know you're supposed to beat the players. And you put so much pressure on yourself, you end up miscuing on this ball, not breaking well, and you get mad at certain rolls.
Well, either that or you take them for granted and it bites you in the butt.
Yeah. Hit that ball pretty solid.
I was playing the guy in my second match. I won't say who it was, but I was a pretty big favorite. She's a young kid, and I was on the hill, and this kid was on 4, I believe. And a buddy of mine said, you should let him win the next rack so you can break again so that I can take a picture of you from a certain angle he wanted to take a picture from. And I said, no, I can't give this guy anything. I mean, even though I'm a favorite, if I give him one game, I could lose a set from him.
I mean, anybody in here at 6'5", I don't care who's breaking.
Right.
If it's
It's not
6'5",
hard.
you can beat Brandon. I could beat Sean, and at 6'5", anything can happen. You could break and scratch, and then they could end up running out. And
even at 6'1", though, I mean, I just wouldn't. I don't want to give
Oh,
anyone
no.
anything because they can run with it, or
Oh.
funky things just start happening because of it. It starts snowballing from there.
Eric is being a little bit more wild than normal here.
Yeah, it seems like he's trying to get loose, but he's just not comfortable.
Now, do you try and do anything with this ball, or you just play a stop shot?
Me personally,
Yeah.
I'm trying to stop it. I want to keep it as simple as possible. It's already in the right spot to give him the right angle. So. If this ball's straight, yeah, I'm just playing to stop it just like that. This is a rack. You're just going to have to keep it simple. If he tries to get flashy to get shape on the 6, he could very easily hook himself.
And
So yeah, I think you just take what the table gives you, bump off the rail a little bit.
come
and
back
take
out right where the
tougher
5
shot.
is?
Maybe not even that far out. Because if you come too far, this is what happens.
I think he came too. I think he came too far.
It looks like he did come too far. But that's why I said to just come off the rail just a little bit. You don't even want to come close to doing that.
He can still see it.
Yeah, he's okay. Another quarter inch though, and he would have been in huge trouble.
Yeah, he had all the space to work with, and almost got himself. And I mean, well, he'll still get out here. I mean, that was not needed.
If he can avoid the 9, I think you go 3 rails here. Don't try to baby this ball.
I don't like that.
No, that's why.
No.
There's no reason for that. Just roll it around the angles. It's a natural position.
And he cuts well enough, though.
He
I mean,
does. He should.
nobody wants this shot, though.
Exactly.
Oh,
See, that's why.
he almost banked it in the side.
That's why.
He
Got
did.
a little lucky here.
Yeah, he did get very fortunate.
Somewhat.
Mm.
Good player can cut this down the rail or bank it. Just depends on how confident he's feeling in the moment. Right now, I don't know how high Eric's confidence is.
I banked this. Actually, let me take a look at it. I cut it. Yeah. All right, so Roger was able to,
Get fortunate that
very
he
fortunate.
didn't leave a better shot.
And he will go up 2-0, and will be his break.
See if he can lay down a good break and start to get a little more comfortable at the table. Seems like both of these guys are a little bit out of form.
Yes. Yes. Good job. So, other than the two official pros in this tournament, who would you have, say, as a dark horse that could upset them?
My favorite behind, I'm guessing you're talking about Sean and Brandon.
Yes.
Oh, it'll always be Brett.
Even though Brett lost?
Yeah. I still think he's the third best player here, if that's what.
Yeah, I can't disagree with that.
It's not beyond him to make a run all the way to the finals from there. There's plenty of dark horses, to be honest with you.
Yeah, that's one thing I love about these tournaments. I mean, you will get a couple top pros like Brandon and Sean. But on a bar table, alternate and break, anybody can win.
Yeah, I've always thought that we have one of the stronger pools of players in the country, to be honest. And like you said, just outside of those top 2 or 3 favorites, sometimes 4, the class that's right below them is very deep in this area. Very, very deep.
Roger always surprises me because he makes shots that it's just has you shaking your head like, why'd you do that? Then he just comes out and he makes his next ball, gets right back in line, and is able to get out. Yeah. I'm so happy we moved the booth.
Yeah, it's in a pretty good spot now.
Yeah.
Yeah, Roger plays pretty consistently on most days.
Wow, he let the ball get away from him.
I think that was his plan. I think he wanted to come under it.
If he gives himself the wrong angle there, though, he's going right into the 7. It looks like his angle is
We'll see.
take him right past it. He
Shot
over.
into the row.
Yeah, he was so worried about it.
Yeah, I think you're right. He was a little straighter than he wanted to. He tried to create the angle a little more than he needed to.
Now, if Eric's going to have any chance in this match, even though it's only 2-0 right now, it is a race to 7, but he needs to get out here. Not just for the game, but for his confidence.
I agree. And it'll put him at the table breaking next, too, so he'll have a good chance to tie it up.
Even though he went a little too far there, he should still be fine. He doesn't have to play shape for anything. The 8's in the pocket.
Exactly. It's just play the ball naturally. Just make it. He can end up literally anywhere on the table and make this 8 ball as long as he's not behind the 9 somehow.
I still think you can make it from there.
Probably.
Yeah.
Yeah, he should be fine. These shots get a little touchy when they're really close to the pocket. You got to be careful how full you hit the ball. That's where all your speed's generated. So
He's going to try and come back right to where his elbow is. Yeah.
he hit it good. Good speed.
And Roger does give him the game. So it is 2-1 Roger. Eric to break. Now, let's see. Any good matches coming up?
Yeah, how far down the list are they?
Well, this match was...
Brandon Shuff was called like 10 minutes ago, so this was after.
First of all, then let's just refresh, see if anything else has come up.
Well, Freddie Scott's in this tournament. I didn't even know he was here.
I mean, I was just about to say the same thing. I haven't seen him in a while.
got young Nathan Childress from down in Richmond, Virginia, I believe. Really good young player.
All right, Eric to breakless, so hopefully, hope he doesn't get any, I was going to say bad kick.
He's going to have a shot at the one. Maybe not his favorite shot, but he's got a shot.
Where do you try and put it?
What's that, the cue ball?
The one
Oh,
ball.
The one ball.
Yeah.
Depends on how I'm feeling in the moment. If I'm not feeling very confident, I might do this right here. If I'm feeling confident, I'd probably bank the one ball in, come around for shape.
Yeah, I'm always banking that one ball. Well, then again, I think I'm always confident. Unfortunately, it has cost me a lot of sets, but
yeah, I've become better at deciphering whether or not my confidence is, justified or not before I take those big shots.
That was a pretty good shot, actually.
False confidence can hurt sometimes.
So, any other matches you see? Who's Nathan play next?
The winner of Paul Lowe and Brandon Shaw.
Ooh.
Which on a bar table, Paul has a chance at that. So
Paul's not really a tournament player, though.
no, but he's capable enough of winning any one set at any given time.
Oh, that is true. I mean, he is the Shane Slayer.
True.
Yeah.
He has beaten Shane somewhere in something I heard.
Yeah, beat him down in it was Richmond for a U.S. Open warm-up event.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That was a really good attempt by Eric. He just came up a hair short.
I will still take it. That's fine. Because there's not a lot that Rogers
really good at cutting these balls in, so let's see how he's feeling now. I know when he's comfortable and he's feeling good, he doesn't mind cutting the ball down the rail.
he hit that pretty sporty.
Smooth as silk.
Yeah.
Yeah, he likes those.
He hit that perfect speed. Now just do the same thing. Oh, I thought he was going to draw it for a second. Just got to go forward.
He might be trying to create an angle. Oh, just stunning. Okay. I think that worked. If you can't get the whole ball, you may be able to spin it in rail first.
Oh, he's definitely going to be able to spin it. Oh, he can see that ball.
Rail first. Good speed. Now, this is tricky. What do you do here? Do you play the carom? Do you play the combo?
I play the carom.
Playing the carom, you could hook yourself on the 9.
No, a normal player would.
But the thing is, if you hit this one harder, you're going up table probably.
Yes.
So you're not going to have a shot on 5, more than likely. If he plays the combo, he's got to back cut the 5 and hope that he gets a shot on it afterwards.
And he's still sending the cue ball up table, though.
He's gonna have to draw out behind the 8 ball or something.
Yeah, I'm definitely playing the carom here.
You have to play this slow and controlled, actually with some inside English. He crushed it. He made the 5 and the 6. And ended up with a decent shot on the 7.
He can. I expect him to make this ball. He doesn't miss a lot of open shots.
Let's see. Those TV table lights seem to do some things to people sometimes.
It's called the announcer jinx, I believe. All right, so Eric's going to come to the table. Not much to do. He has natural angle to get on the 8. And no matter what angle he does have on the 8, he's going to have natural angle to get on the 9.
Yeah, there's really no way to mess this up.
No. Now, do you...
I go all the way to the side rail and back out. I don't want to baby it. He chose to follow it and ended up
He's good.
with a little more of a cut than he needed.
Yeah, but he's gonna be fine.
He should be okay.
He loves to use a lot of English. I noticed that
He does.
he's all the way on the outside of the ball when he shoots.
He does.
Oh wow.
That's what I mean. You don't want to end up like that. You want to be shooting easy nines, not hard nines. He should have made that shot.
I'm just happy to be shooting a 9.
Yeah, I agree.
All right, Rogers already missed one open shot. I don't expect him to miss another one, but this one is a lot harder. On the rail for the win.
Yeah, both of these guys seem pretty rattled right now.
All right, Eric is not missing this 9 ball.
No, I don't think he missed it.
If
We've got the owner of the place over here harassing us.
All I know is I heard that song a lot earlier, and I haven't played it once, okay?
Bev played it.
Oh, does he?
Yeah.
Nah, Tony's a great guy. If
Linda
you
might
know
have played
him,
it
you'll
too,
know
but
what I mean.
I know Bev played it.
Provides a great place for us to play.
Yeah, we tried to get Anthony, Tony, whatever y'all want to call him, Pops, into the booth, and right when he was about to sit down, his match got called, and I believe he won that match. So I guess it was good for him to go. All right, so it is 2-2. Eric is winning. Roger to break. Where is Jerry Stone?
He's hard to miss.
He's usually the biggest, loudest person in a building. I don't understand. Well, other than Brandy. Loud-wise, not big. I'm not calling Brandy big. But
Yes, make sure you clear.
yeah, I'm definitely not doing that. I haven't seen him.
He is here. I have seen him today. And he's actually lost weight, to your point.
Well, I mean, I was never calling him fat.
No,
He was very muscular.
large.
Yeah, he was a very large individual. If I ever made it in life and was very successful, I would definitely hire him to be a bodyguard, even though he's like some type of engineer.
Yeah, he's pretty smart.
Yeah, he's a very smart guy. He looks like he belongs in the ring with Mike Tyson, but he's extremely intelligent. So he would never get into the ring with Mike Tyson.
Yeah, if you saw him near a dark alley at night, you might get a little scared. Unless you knew him.
I could see him in the park during the day and I'd be scared. And I do know him.
He's not going to eat you.
If he's lost enough weight, maybe he needs that protein. All right, so Roger does not have a shot on the 2 after the break. Pushes out. Eric is just going to try and bank this 2 ball up table and put the cue ball behind the 6. Perfect. He would have liked the 2 ball to get a little bit further up table, but he was more concentrated on putting the cue ball behind the 6.
Pretty decent shot.
It was a good shot. I like going 2 rails at this ball and kicking it in the side pocket. Or kicking it towards the side pocket. I don't like doing 1 rail. Because Eric's going to play the 2-7 combo. And he can even use the 5 if he wants, but he didn't have to.
It's a good shot. Opened the pocket up. Gave himself a nice shot on the 2.
And the problem with this for Roger isn't just if Eric can get out. Eric is a very rhythm player.
Yes.
And he's a confidence player. If he starts catching a good stroke,
It's going to get a lot tougher.
yeah, and Roger might see himself being left behind in this match. But until that happens, I got nothing.
Yeah, It seems like these guys are both just a little rattled. I don't know if it's because of the TV table or what, but I've seen both of them miss more in this set than I've seen them miss the last 3 times I've seen them play.
I thought he missed that ball too. But yeah, no, neither one of these players usually miss this much.
We're actually both sitting here wondering when one of them's going to catch a gear and just stop missing, but they continue to make mistakes so far.
Yeah. They're just trying to bring y'all into their level. Like, oh, these guys can't play. No, they can play pretty well.
Trying to get action.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding. They're not.
No, it's just sometimes you just don't play well. And as much as it doesn't bother me, the mask, having to wear a mask does affect you a lot.
Yes, some more than others,
Yeah.
for sure, but yeah, it does. That was a good shot.
Whoa.
If he ends up with a shot.
He did not.
He might be okay. I think he can go rail first.
Yeah, he can spin it. Ooh, that's a little bit tougher than I thought. He can still spin it, but if he does spin it, he's gonna. After he makes it, he's gonna end up with the cue ball almost where he's at right now. And where's the 8 ball go? Because you can't spin it slow.
Oh, yeah, you can go around the rails with this. Yeah, just
But you're gonna end up right back where you were, and now the 8 doesn't go by the 9.
Oh, he can cut this on the side. He should have put a little more pace on it.
Have you been watching the same match I have?
I have. I just said he can. I didn't say
On
he
a
would.
normal day, yeah, he's cutting this in the side and going 4 rails for no reason, just for shape.
Well, let's see how his confidence is now. Let's see if he hits this ball good.
If
I
he
have to go up and down twice, so. Or 3 times.
overcut it.
Oh, wow.
Oh.
Wow. He's not corner hooked, though.
No, he is not corner hooked.
But this shot plays right into a scratch, so it's tough to see from our angle. But he can't draw out of it if that's the case, because he's on the point.
Believe it or not, there's an easy save here.
There it is. He can roll right up on the 9 ball.
He's not doing that though. Oh, he is
Yes,
doing
he
that.
is doing that. Good shot.
Good shot.
No, this one, the question's not whether or not he's going to make a good hit. Pretty much every player at this level is going to make a good hit. It's whether or not you can make it or leave it safe. So he's probably going to look for a two-way shot in this somehow.
Yeah, I'm not looking for a 2-way. I'm going to make it. If I miss it, I miss it. It's
Safe.
oh.
He was playing it two-way. He knew if he kicked off that rail and hit it at the right angle, he was going to play behind the 9, or the cue ball was going to come behind the 9. So he played it at a good speed to where that was possible, and it worked out for him. Any harder, it doesn't work out. Any softer, it doesn't work out.
That's half inch. Lock him up.
Oh.
That was almost perfect.
He almost got him right back.
One leg, peg leg Johnny walking through us. He lost his first match, won his next 2. He wanted to make sure to tell us that.
Nice.
All right, so Roger's going to go up 3-2, and it is going to be Eric's break. Eric had a chance to break serve. Actually, with how they've
he
been
had a chance to hold serve and get ahead. And he.
now it's Eric's break.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
You're right.
yeah, he had a chance to break serve.
My mistake.
I forget. I've been playing a lot of this tennis game on my phone,
Oh, yeah.
so that's the only reason. Break serve, hold serve.
And what's it called? I used to play a tennis game on my phone.
It is
Tennis Clash.
That's the one.
Yeah.
It's rigged.
I actually think it is.
It is.
Yeah.
It's rigged. I played it long enough to find out it was rigged.
I have a 62% win percentage. I'm pretty happy about it. I'm actually happy that they keep track of that.
Yeah. This is a good game, actually. If it was actually accurate, though, it would be
Oh, yeah.
even better.
I've ran into a couple instances where I was like, this just doesn't seem right.
Yeah.
So
It's all motion based, so you can't tell exactly what you're doing, but they can change where it's going. And shit.
So Eric was able to come out. Good break. He has the 1 in the side. And he doesn't want to do too much. He doesn't have to hit it too hard. And come out and put the 2. Well, he didn't want to run into the 2.
Now he got in a tough spot now.
Well, you can play the 2 almost directly into the 8, but on the downside, so the side that's closer to the bottom of the screen.
You mean come off the 2 behind the 6?
So come off the 2,
That's the
run
shot.
into the 3,
That's
and then come behind the 6. Yeah. I may not play safes, but I see them.
There's a speed you have to play this at, though, or else you're going to sell out.
And that's why I don't play safes.
And English, honestly.
There was someone just sitting behind us.
Oh, okay. He played to thin it and used the 6 ball to get to the rail.
Hey,
That's a good shot.
whatever works, I like it.
Yeah, he can control it better that way. I like it. Smart shot. A lot of people just kick to hit this ball. I think I'm kicking to make this ball on the side. And either run into the 6 ball and stop there or get behind it possibly. If I miss, maybe I'll end up behind the 6.
See, I'm the genius that tries to kick the 2 just to the rail and put the cue ball in the 8. Even though
I don't think
even though the angle doesn't says that you can't do that.
Yeah, I think he just showed it.
Yeah.
He tried to pull it off your shot.
Yeah. And it's not a smart shot.
I think they're going to take a 5-minute break.
And while we're doing that 5-minute break, let's take a quick look at the sponsors. The quicker break than I thought. He just wanted to go wash his hands. So we are back. That is a really good, really good shot from Eric. Going out, wash his hands. He allowed himself to calm down, think about everything, then comes out and pulls out a great 2-ball shot. Now, the 3-9 is pretty much going to be a gimme combo, or should be, because the 6 ball's there. And that is a great shot by Eric. It is 3-3. It will be Rogers break. This is just Eric lining it back up. The 6 ball makes that pocket really, really big. So all you had to do was make good contact, and the 9 ball was going to go. But it's still a really good shot on the 2 to get there, and a good shot on the 3 to the 9. Just knowing that he's able to miss it a little bit and still go in. Now, if he has that ball bad, that 6 ball is not helping at all. So he still has hit the ball good, but he left himself a little leeway because that 6 ball was there. All right, so Roger to break. Draws to the side rail, comes all the way down. Going to freeze himself to the 1, looks like. He did make a ball, so it is his shot. I've seen players in the past push here. Even though you're frozen to the 1, you push, and you go straight up table and make your opponent have to do something. It looks like because I don't like thinning this ball either way. But if you push it straight up table, there's nothing to be had. I mean, you can't bank it anywhere. I don't like trying to play this safe. Roger's going to try and thin this. I don't like this shot. He hit the ball really, really good. I don't like it. I still don't like it. Even though it worked out for him, I don't. Well, is Eric going to get away with it? It's not going to be the easiest ball to get back on the 2 for. But if Roger looks at it, Roger can cut the 1 on the side and try and come around. He can bank the 1 in the opposite side and then play a safe off the 2. Making the 2 right now has no benefit because of how the 3-9 are. So if he comes off the top side of the 2 on your screen and banks the 2 ball up table, he can put the cue ball right behind, in between the 3 and the rail. He's looking right now, trying to figure out what he can do, where he wants to put the cue ball, where he wants to put the 2 ball. The 2 ball is not frozen, so that gives him more options. I personally like just banking the 2 ball up table and trying to put the cue ball right behind the 3. He didn't hit it hard enough, and he opened up the 3. You got to hit that ball harder, and you can kill it with inside. I mean, it's still gonna squirt over to the 3 because of the angle, so you don't have to worry about that type of English. Now, Eric's just gonna put the cue ball behind the. Well, he tried to put it behind the 3 and the 9. He hit the bank just a little bit off. It looks like Roger can see the entire 2 ball. If he can, this is a gopher shot. I like going for it. Oh, he's got to masse a little bit. All right, so
Table 13, Steve Johnson, Garrett Braun. Table 13, Steve Johnson,
Rob is
Garrett Braun. Come and get your score.
Roger has left the 2 ball in the side pocket. Eric would have liked to be able to draw back a little bit more on that. He can see the edge of the 3, and all he has to do is a little bit of low right. Honestly, just a little bit of straight right would be fine, but I like hitting this ball with low right. Coming right past the 9 towards the side pocket. And you leave yourself an out. You can draw straight back on the 5, give yourself a little bit of angle, shoot the 6 in the side, roll up, and you can shoot the 7 in either corner or that side. So the angle he gave himself, it's actually a little bit more angle than he probably would have wanted, but he's still going to be fine. He's just going to roll it up. He doesn't want to go too far. That's what he's looking at. He's going to try and cheat. Ooh, he hit that ball a little bit harder than I expected him to. I personally don't understand that shot. Eric's going to get lucky here. Leaves the 7 ball behind the 9.
Yeah, it looked like he kind of rushed that shot. Seemed like he was already walking away from it. When
Well, getting on that shot, he hit a ball bad. I mean, he had the out. Everything was fine, and he tried to get a certain position on the 7, and he ended up in the worst possible position that he could have been in, and he didn't need to be there.
Gotcha.
So he was very aggravated with himself.
Yeah, it looks like he's playing his 2 rails and trying to make it up in the corner.
See, I like the 2-railer here because
I do too.
even if you hit it bad, you can hit it good.
You have a chance of hitting it bad and coming off the 9 and going in like that. But
Yeah.
didn't go in. It's going to end up okay. Still has shots here.
Yeah.
I like to play safe here.
Oh, I go for this ball.
I like to play a much better safe than that, but I like to play safe there.
No, I'm shooting that ball.
Reason being is the safe is about 90% on that shot. It's hard to mess that up. To make the ball, he was probably, the way he's feeling right now, he's probably 60 to 70% to make that ball. So he played the odds. Smart. I think he should have executed a little bit better, but he rushed it.
It looks like it's still going to work out for him, and he should be able to close out this rack.
Yeah,
But
it was tough to hide there.
your logic is not flawed. I mean, if you have a safe that can be 90% effective, or a shot you're going to 60 to 65%, yeah, you're supposed to go for the safe. I don't, but you're supposed to. But the reason I stay in the booth the entire time and you guys get to go out and play.
Should be okay if he takes his time and just makes the
nice,
ball.
nice and easy. Doesn't have to hit it hard. He still has hit harder than he needs to.
Yeah.
All right, so Eric up 4-3 now, and it is his break, I believe.
Yes.
Yeah. Eric's break up 4-3.
All right, now we're into the second half of the set. We'll see what these guys are made of.
If he makes a ball in the break and has a shot, he's out.
Do you predict he wins the set if he makes a ball in the break and has a shot?
Yes, actually. I'm definitely winning the game, but if he makes a ball in the break and has a shot, I think he wins this set. Because
I'll take Roger for $1 just to make it interesting.
I'll take Eric for $1, especially getting a game on the line.
From right here, though.
Yeah.
All right, before he breaks. Okay.
Yeah. It's
When you hear this later, Eric, sorry I bet against you. I just wanted something to do. That's all.
so, ooh, that's close. I'm not really happy about it, but He can make this one in the corner. Put a lot of top on it.
I don't know if you want to foul this one. You may want to stop it or draw it.
I like following it. He likes putting so much English on the ball.
Oh, he's playing safe. It's not going to work out for him.
No, not at all. Well, there goes that college tuition.
He may have enough angle to follow this in round 2.
He didn't seem too happy about that though. He's drawing it out.
Oh, wow. Okay. Maybe he doesn't have the angle.
Table 5, Miguel Stefano.
No, he didn't. He was shading.
Miguel Stefano and Paulo. How many get your scorecard?
I think he miscued a little bit there.
Oh, he definitely did.
Maybe not a full miscue, but
Yeah.
I don't think he got the contact he was looking for.
But still, all he has to do is stop this ball. He doesn't have to do anything with it.
Yeah, he just got to bear down and make this ball.
Yeah. This is the out ball of the rack.
Wow. I don't know if I've ever seen him hit a ball that bad before.
Not to my. I mean, I've only been since I've came back. What, a month ago or so, or 2 months, a month and that, whatever it is. Yeah, I've seen him play a bunch. I've never seen him hit a ball like that.
Yeah,
Oh.
for you guys that don't know him, that's not common. He doesn't hit him that bad at all.
No.
That was a poor shot. I wonder if he just felt uncomfortable or something
It's
distracted him.
it's the power of the TV table and the lights.
Could be. It really does get to some people.
Players do tighten up.
I can't say I haven't. I mean,
I play bad on every table. I don't care if it's being filmed or not, so I can't really say it's happened to me.
it doesn't bother me anymore. When I was, young into playing regional tournaments and things like that, where TV tables started showing up, the first few times I was nervous.
Usually
And that definitely affected how I played.
it's funny because you think to yourself, man, I got to play good. All these people
Right.
are watching. And then you find out, what do you mean? Y'all had 12 people on your stream? 12?
Right. That's a good point.
Yeah. All right,
You
so
could be sitting there stressing out for nothing. There's
Yeah.
4 people on the stream.
Eric is going to go up 5-3. It will be Roger's break.
Looks like right now we have 47. We'd like to get some more people in there. Feel like it, go on Facebook, Instagram, or any other social media and put our link up there and share it with your friends. And join the On the Hill Productions Facebook page. We have it posted there.
Table 10, Rick Scarlatta Jr.
5-3, Roger to break
Table
up.
10, Rick Scarlatta Jr., Justin Mack.
Money. All right, see if he still draws. He's been drawing this ball to the rail, and now he doesn't.
No, he stopped it pretty well.
Yeah.
He got kicked.
He played a really good safe 2 racks ago. Yeah, it was 2 racks ago. The 1 ball and the cue ball almost froze him in that rail. And the 8 ball almost sitting right where it was, and he 2-railed, played safe, and froze it to the back of the 8. It was a pretty good shot. I didn't like it, but it was a pretty good shot.
I must have missed that one.
Yeah. I think you're going to get a refill on your tea or coffee, whatever you're drinking.
Coffee.
Who's drinking coffee at 4:30 in the afternoon on a Saturday?
I am, apparently.
I mean, did you age by 30 years in the 18 months I was gone?
What it is I drink 2 cups of coffee a day. Normally, they're both in the morning. Today, I spaced them out a little bit. So I had my first cup late, and then I just waited a little while and had my my second cup. That'll be it for the day.
I mean, I usually have 2 cups of coffee a month.
Wow. Yeah, I can't accept that.
Yeah, I'm more of a water guy.
I do like water too.
All right, so Roger needs to bear down and float this ball in. He doesn't have to do anything special. If he hits this ball hard, he's not feeling confident. If he just floats it in, there you go. That's his shot.
Good shot.
Yeah, that's how he needs to shoot those balls. He is a feel player. He can't just hit balls 1,000 miles an hour. That's Eric's game. That's my game. He hit that ball 1,000 miles an hour.
I think he wanted to let his arm go a little bit because he was straight and he could just stop it. There was no risk in it.
Yeah,
Let your arm go a little bit. I do that sometimes. If it's just a stop shot, I'll hit it hard just to let the juices flow, I guess. 2 rails back out. Good shot.
Hit it
A little far,
little
but he's okay.
Yeah, he's still going to be fine.
In positions like this, you can't get frustrated that you're not perfect. You got to understand, I'm still in good position.
Just draw it to the rail, back out to the middle of the table.
Maybe a little tougher, but it's still perfect.
Yeah.
Just like that. There's nothing to worry about there. Just make the ball come back out. Can't see what kind of angle he's got, but it looks like he's just going to draw straight back. Oh, okay, he got a little bit of an angle.
I love how he gets his entire body into these shots.
He does.
He doesn't have to go to the gym or do any cardio ever because he gets his entire workout just shooting pool.
He just got down and swung at that ball. He got good position, but not sure he was fully in control of where he was going with it, speed-wise. Good shot.
All right, it is 5-4 Eric with Eric to break. So me and Roger had a conversation last night when I stopped in for a little bit. Let's see your take on it. He thinks, because we were talking about, it's nothing political, because I will not talk politics.
Please and thank you.
But the NCAA athletes who want compensation for playing, like just the football players we were talking about.
Just football?
Yeah, we were just talking about football.
Okay, go ahead.
I agree that they should be compensated in a way because their jerseys with the names on them being sold, the rights to their likeness are sold for video games, they're packing stadiums, they're making $1 billion a year.
Yes.
I think they should be compensated. He does not.
Okay, well, first off, I agree with you.
Which
It's
doesn't
just
happen a lot.
in the general sense that I think they should be compensated. Ooh, I think he's corner
Oh,
hooked.
he is definitely
Ooh.
corner hooked.
Ouch. So he's going to think about this for a minute. So I agree that they should be compensated. I'm not sure that the compensation plan they have in effect is the best one. Florida, I believe, was the first state to start.
California.
Was it California?
Yeah.
Okay.
All the it was actually the Pac-12 schools, because all of California passed a law saying that all amateur athletes whose likeness is being used for any representation had to be compensated.
Okay.
So I think the entire Pac-12 did something.
I don't think that the players should be getting big fat paychecks throughout the season. I think that they should be compensated. They should get it, but in a way where all players are being equally compensated. So even if, say that, there's a set number of players on the team, let's just say there's 50 players on the football team.
Yeah.
No matter whether you're the best player on the team or the 50th best player on the team, I think they should break it down into a percentage where each player gets an equal piece, but the players get a portion, as a whole. So their stars aren't making a ton of money.
He hit that ball good.
But they're making something of what they make, and then the guys that aren't starting and playing very often are also getting a piece because their efforts are just as,
Yeah, practice squad players, special teams player, everybody has to pitch in to
I think they should all
win.
be compensated equally. I don't think they should be on a player-by-player basis.
No,
I should have just made it the short version and said that to begin with.
I don't think it should be on a player-by-player basis because then that can end up affecting recruiting.
And corruption and everything
Yeah.
else.
Now, how do you hit the 3 ball so good and then do that to the 5? Come
He was
on,
trying
Eric.
to create an angle and he jarred it.
But he didn't have to. But my plan would be everybody who is on the team, whatever. Yes, they all get compensated equally, but you don't give them their money yet.
Put it in a trust.
You put it in a
Right, I
savings
was thinking the
account,
same
trust
thing.
fund, and then once
But
they
I do think they should be able to draw some of that during the year.
yeah.
Make them eligible to draw a certain
Yeah,
percentage of
they
it
can
out.
get like 25% of what's in their
Right.
account per year, but when they graduate,
Right.
they get all of it. If they end up getting injured, there are certain circumstances where they get certain amount of money.
Well, what it allows too is it allows these players to start paying for their own tuition in some cases.
Yeah.
Where they don't have to fall off the team because their scholarship expired, or they have to give their a certain number of scholarships to other guys, or whatever case is. They can pay some of their own tuition or whatever, or their living expenses or whatever.
Now, where me and Roger ended up walking away, and now
6-4,
he
yeah.
is down 6-4, and it's going to be his break. Roger said that they're getting a scholarship, they're getting an education, so that is their compensation. Well, the people on the crew team are getting scholarships too. People on the soccer team are getting. They're not drawing in this much money.
Nope.
The football programs football and basketball make the money so that everybody else can play.
Right.
So you can't say that, all right, you're paying for everything else. We're not going to pay you anything extra, even though we're giving you the same thing we're giving the badminton team. I just don't.
Right,
I
and I-
personally don't think that's fair.
Right. And I don't think that the NCAA, which is supposed to be a nonprofit organization, I don't think they should be making $100 billion a year off these kids or whatever the case may be.
Oh yeah, no.
That money's got to go somewhere, and I mean, those kids are responsible for most of that money. So they can't just keep taking and taking and taking, and then not giving anything back to the kids.
Yeah, I agree. All right, I do expect Roger to be out here and end up making a 6-5. He doesn't really have any trouble balls. The closest thing to a trouble ball would be how he gets on the 5 to get to the 6. I mean, if he ends up getting the angle to where he can run into it, but he doesn't have to. The 6 goes
draw
right.
back. I'm not
He-
sure
he
why
d-
he's going forward. He's going to give himself the angle to go into the 6. If he draws back, he can get the right angle.
I think he still might be okay.
Yeah, he ended up okay. I just think he's straight enough where he can draw out of it. End up with the same shot on the 6. He's still okay. See if he bears down and just runs these 3 balls up.
I see so many people undercut this ball, not wanting to run into the 9. He did not do that. That's good. Now you just. Some people just float the 7. I like to hit it with left, just to widen out the angle.
You can come off that side, that second rail. He decided to baby it.
And he-
Came up short.
Yeah.
Well, he still has a manageable shot. He
Oh,
should be
yeah.
okay.
He's not to do the announcer jinx, but he's always making this ball.
Yeah, he should be fine. Yeah, he's okay.
I didn't say anything about a scratch.
No, he's okay.
It is 6-5. Eric to break. And as I said at the beginning of this match, we would not be surprised if it goes 7-6 either way. It's a very even match, and even them both playing bad, they're evenly playing bad.
Yeah, that's true.
So
This
mean,
has
you-
been one of the uglier sets
yeah,
I've seen. something come on at 3 o'clock or 3:30.
All right, Eric to break.
I know the basketball game's not until 8 o'clock.
Oh, good break,
Oh,
and he.
bad kick. And he looked where he's
Oh.
leaving the 2-9.
So we're gonna end up going hill.
Yes, sir. My money's still alive. Get me that dollar, Mr. Roger.
Mm.
No, I'm unbiased. I don't care who wins this match.
Yeah. Both guys have always been nothing but nice to me. They're good players. They're showing now they are human. They make mistakes. I don't care who wins this match. They're both good players. My favorite color is blue, and I'm left-handed. So Eric is left-handed and is wearing blue, so he gets my support.
Perfectly logical.
Yeah. I thought
Hill.
I thought he missed that for a second. Only for a split second. All right, so Hill, and it is going to be Roger to break. You might want to refresh it.
Playing that match. Here we are, ready to kick off this Hill game.
He just needs one good break and be able to see the ball. I mean, he plays good safes, so let's see what happens.
It's a good break. Does he get a shot? No.
Is there a certain pattern that needs to be?
Yes.
They are using a pattern. Okay. Because he always has that 1 and the 8 right next to each other after the break. So I wasn't sure if that was his.
I didn't pay attention to how he's racking them, but the pattern, yes, the pattern's 1 7 8 3 9 4 5 6 2. Reading left to right.
Yeah.
And going down.
Okay.
And the reason for that is to beat pattern racking. We'll make everyone pattern rack the same pattern.
And it was a pattern that they randomly came up with.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it is. I was here when they made it.
1 7 8 3 4 5 6. That's not random.
It was random. Completely random. Odds on one side, evens on the other.
That is true.
There you go, Eric.
Good shot.
Yeah. I mean, I'm a little jealous. He has much nicer hair than I do, because he has hair.
Same.
But, yeah.
Same. You should have the angle to just follow us up to the middle of the table.
Yeah, I'm trying to do nothing special here.
I'm wondering what he's looking at.
Angle
He
from
may
the
have
5 to the
put-
6.
yeah, he may have to put a little bit of right-hand English, but I don't think so. Or just straight top, followed up to the middle of the table. Just like that.
Yep. Bump for perfect shape. I mean, you don't have the angle for a stop shot. But pretty much I just try and stop this ball.
I think I would try to come over. I think you can punch it over about 2 inches. Give a very slight angle.
Yeah, that's all you want.
You
Just
don't want to be straight, but you don't want to be right. Just kind of like that.
perfect.
Straight as you can be without being straight, if that makes sense.
Joe Garofalo and Jeff Barefoot. Probably get your scorecard.
Jimmy G's brother's in the house. Jimmy Garoppolo.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Joe Garoppolo playing.
Celebrity brother in the house.
Yeah.
Hit that ball good.
He's probably going to lose in the finals too. Bam.
This is the shot of the rack here. Getting position on this 7 ball is critical.
Anywhere on the bottom half of the table.
Should be able to just roll it, come across. Perfect.
I draw back for that ball and put it in the side pocket.
I would have too, but that was either one. Either one's just as easy. It's just depending on whether you want to hit the ball higher or
I just
whatever you feel more comfortable with. Left himself perfect angle just to follow it up one rail.
you go one, you don't go to the side rail as well.
It seems like with the angle he has, trying to spin it to the side rail, it's going to take too much energy off the cue ball. I would just like that. Oh, he put a little bit of spin.
Alright.
I don't know if I would have used any spin. I kind of had to see it from his angle.
Yeah. He's taking an extra look at this 9 ball.
It's hill. It's the one that's important.
They're all important.
And Eric wins the set.
Eric does beat Roger.
I wish I could say good match. Unfortunately,
Entertaining match.
I'd be lying to you all. There's your $1.
Yay. All right, and not that it was fancy, but here's the winning shot again. They gave me a new toy of replay, and I'm going to use it. All right, so we're going to take